This year, WFMY News 2 celebrated our Diamond Anniversary. So every month, we're highlighting gems in our community. Today, we're going to take a look back at those winners and their contributions to communities all around the Triad. So let's go all the way back to January when we met Pearl Wilkerson. Miss Pearl, as she's known, has experienced lots of hardship, but she didn't let that stop her from helping others.
I want to serve the people that needs to be served. I don't do it for praise. I do it for the work of God, because this is what we're here for. We're here to serve.
Oh, my Pearl. I met her 36 years ago. When I nominated her for this, it gave me so much joy in my heart.
I've been homeless a little bit myself. I know what it feels like to be hungry and not to have.
Everything that she does comes from our heart.
When I see a need, or someone come to me and say that a certain person don't have some food, or they need money, I try my best to make sure they get it. And I don't want them to feel, in a way, hardship or make them feel bad because they need. So I always tell them, you don't have to pay it back. This is for me and God. I want my legacy to be that she was kind and not judgmental.
And in February, we met Carney Riddle. He worked as the driver for Abbotswood at Irving Park for nearly 30 years. He was about to retire, and residents and co-workers raved about him as a confidant, advocate, and friend. Just watch, you'll see why Carney was February's Community Diamond.
Come to mingle with everybody. My Green Bay buddy, it's so good to see you today. Oh, I love you. Hey, brother, I've been around senior citizens all my life.
Carney is a human that has never met a stranger.
Hey, John.
I've been looking for it.
Have you been in a fight? Did you get in a fight? I'd hate to see the other guy. I don't want anyone to feel left out. Anybody want a sausage biscuit? And I make sure they know that they're loved. I love you too. You know I do. And they're cared for. Here's your seatbelt. If they can't depend on anybody else, they can depend on me. We've been through a lot. Hey, young man, I won't give you a kiss, okay? I love you so much.
Oh, I love you
so much. I'm so glad you're here today. I would want people to remember me as a kind, sweet, and loving person. Someone that made a difference in their life when they needed it.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Carney officially retired in April and has spent his time traveling and making more new friends. Our March Community Diamond learned to crochet as a hobby, but she turned that hobby into gifts for people who really needed them. Here's Nancy's story.
I wanted a hobby.
I'll present a blanket and say your good friend Nancy Williams from the community, 88 years old, has taken time to crochet you some blankets and show you some true love, and they love it.
I knew she was doing this, but I didn't know the magnitude of how many she was making.
She brings about no less than 35 a month.
I knew I wanted to do people that really needed them, that would maybe brighten up their day.
It was just something nice to sit over you on your legs, and it felt good. It was like a hug. Yeah, it was real nice.
You know, joy and happiness is a wonderful gift. And I think that's what I think that's what my mother-in-law provides.
I just learned to crochet, and that's what I did.
Nancy not only donates to the Cone Health Cancer Center, she also donates blankets to Triad hospice facilities and assisted living centers. April's Community Diamond combined his love of words with his love of basketball to create a program that's helping children of all ages. Let's reintroduce you to Clement Mallory.
Is Poetry Basketball is a literacy program for kids ages 4 to 13, and we teach them how to read, spell, and identify poetry words while playing basketball. Our mission is to develop creative and critical thinking skills through poetry and athletics. It's amazing that God blessed me with this program, this literacy program called Kids Poetry Basketball, because I did not learn how to read until I was 17, 18 years old.
I had my first kids poetry basketball session when I was 5 years old, and ever since then I've been going to various events, and then fast forward years later, now I'm working for kids poetry basketball. He's like really into it and he loves his community, and I can tell.
I think he's doing beautiful work for the community, and just one of those organizations I don't think people know about. It just doesn't have the visibility, and I'd like more people to know what he's doing.
It's so important that our children know that they can and should express themselves.
For information on how you can get involved in or support kids poetry basketball, just visit our website, wfmy-history.com. And Ivy Satterwhite is a special education teacher, but instead of taking summers off, she's keeping educating kids with special needs in the pool.
I've had students that have started with no language, not even knowing the alphabet. And to see the progress from them, learning the alphabets, learning the sounds, the graphemes, the phonemes, putting them together, building words, building sentences, building paragraphs, that's amazing.
My favorite thing is she's fun, she's kind, she helps us a lot.
This right here, elementary, is where it starts, the foundation, and we have to build it. In the summer times is when we do swim camps. That is my first love, teaching swimming. It is the highlight of my year. A lot of times people are afraid of people with disabilities. And so for a better experience, like I said, I went and got Adapted Aquatics Instructor Certified, and that taught me how to modify the strokes, how to work with people with different disabilities. I know there's a lot inside of me. I say my prayers daily, and I ask God just to use me as He can, and He continues to do it. I'm here for the children, and they are our future.
For information on joining the I Can Shine program, visit our website, wfmy-news2.com. And Angie Wall volunteers with a program called Safer City Greensboro. She works with the city to serve in a number of ways, including making sure people are being fed.
We've been doing this since 2017, and every third Thursday of the month. We're in an area where a lot of the seniors are not mobile, or they do not have, cars. So we bring the resources to them. Let's go get the food. All right. It's very much needed. When the people don't come to us, we have Claremont down here with seniors. We go to them. We might not have everything that they need, but we can give something to keep them from being hungry. And I love that. It's just joy to me. I enjoy doing it. I've been in ministry 42 years. So I've always had a heart for people and helping people, and it just makes me happy when they're happy. I just like giving, and I like joy. I like them having some joy. And if I see joy on somebody's face and I've helped them, they have helped me. I love y'all. Thank you.
Information about the Safer City program is on our website. Still ahead on our Community Diamond special, meet the diamond known as Bob the Builder. He definitely hasn't let his age keep him from helping others. His story is coming up next. But first, a few gems of wisdom from our Community Diamonds. We'll be right back.
As a gem, you have to pick a job as something that you love. If you're not passionate about it, it's not going to work.
It's great to have this award, but if it was not for family and friends, there's no way I could have accomplished, or we could have accomplished what we've done.
You are your greatest teacher. That's my diamond, that's my jewel.
Welcome back to our Community Diamond special, looking back at the stories of people who were nominated for making their community shine. July's diamond definitely did that at 93 years old. Bob Sink is still building things and fixing up medical equipment for others. But one place this gem really shined is in his work with Habitat for Humanity.
I've just always enjoyed working, and my family just taught me to give back when you could. I've been very rewarded with Habitat. I think that's one of the biggest. That's why I've been involved with it so long. We did a whole development, and I've helped with most of them back through the village, and then we built them all over the place.
Folks who have a Habitat home have to put in sweat equity. It's all because of your dad that I did this.
I remember you, or their kid will say, I remember you, you built my house or something. Just get a family in a home that they can enjoy, and that's rewarding.
Volunteer for Daddy hadn't been just who he's volunteered with, it's who he's volunteered for.
I remember one of them I built right up here. They told her she would be in a wheelchair in 5 years. Well, it's been 15 years and she's still doing well. But she's just become a great friend. You don't buy friends with money.
Right now, Bob is restoring a 1931 Nash. It came to him in pieces, but you can see he's made a lot of progress. An August diamond is Jordana Randlett. This 18-year-old simply brings joy. She dresses up as characters for birthday parties and events. But one of her biggest impacts is in teaching others self-defense.
So long ago, my mother brought me into a studio. The movement, the contact, the joint locks, all of it was just awesome to me. It made me feel strong, and it made me super excited that I learned how to do something new. When I was about 13, I got started in teaching children's classes. And years later, after facing some trials because of my gender, I realized that I wanted to teach women how to defend themselves. And so I applied what I learned teaching kids and then moved it to teaching the adults and helping out with women for free. You meet amazing people. You get to learn those around you and learn how their lives work. And I think that connections with anybody is good. We're meant to be around people. We're meant to bond with people. And I think it's just one of those many ways that you can. I feel like I'm definitely on the right track here. I love it. It's amazing.
So cool. At 18 years old, Randlett was our youngest community diamond. And September's diamond is Brenda Glass. Brenda's nomination was unique because it came from a group. The residents of Burlington Homes nominated Glass. They say while she's a resident, you can't tell. They say she is caring hands and is constantly serving, helping, and encouraging the other residents. Take a look and see for yourself.
She inspires. She's my backbone. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met in my whole life.
Always be positive. Always be positive. Wake up every morning praising God and willing to help somebody.
She always listens. She's always there for you.
And I love her to pieces.
I could come to her for anything. My mother, who was totally blind and a double amputee, still helped people even though she couldn't see. She had 7 children and we would do the work for her.
She takes care of you. If you need her for something, she's always there. She's just wonderful.
Even when I'm gone, I'm gonna help somebody. We have a program called Elon Anatomical. That's where you give the gift of life. I donated my body. My mother could never get a kidney. You know what? When I'm gone, I'm still helping somebody.
And she's just the heart of this whole building here.
And we wouldn't know what to do without her.
I thank the Lord for Miss Brenda.
You know, I feel like Miss North Carolina. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm already wearing my crown, but you know my biggest diamond? Glory.
And we're not done yet. Our Community Diamond Special continues with the last 3 diamonds of the year. 2 stood out for their contributions after Helene impacted our state. Their stories after the break. But first, a few gems of wisdom from our Community Diamonds. We'll be right back.
Put your community first. Show love in every area you can.
Where we all, whatever race you are, we come together and we celebrate one another.
And love people and try to enjoy every day of life I have.
There's great power in the smile.
Welcome back to our Community Diamond Special. In the wake of Hurricane Helene, many people stepped up to help people out west. October's Community Diamond was a big part of WFMY News 2's 2 Cares Hurricane Relief Drives. So when the nomination came in, it was a no-brainer. October's Diamond is Kim Fuquay Black.
Really, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I have felt like there was such a need as what has happened in Asheville and Boone and all these little towns that have just been wiped away. I feel very blessed and honored to have the people around me that I have around me who I know I can reach out to and call if there's a need.
People like Kim just serve without
wanting anything back. She is serving because it's important to her, that helping people is important to her, and that giving to others is important to her.
It's been wonderful to be a part of not just the lodge, but our community, the schools.
Kim is just an overall great person. She's always been there for anybody that's in need of anything. She's always willing to help, and it doesn't matter what time, day or night, she's always available. Just does it out of her goodness of her heart.
It makes me feel good to know that we can help make a difference.
And November's winner is Robert Gaines. He's known for helping others. He taught high school students and also volunteers at his church. And Gaines is often one of the first people heading into disaster areas, as he was once again with Helene.
Several years ago, I got involved with the North Carolina Mission Disaster Response Team. And over the years, I've been blessed to have the health and the family support that I've been able to go and do things. They made it possible for individual Christians and churches to be involved in missions. Hurricanes by far the largest, but tornadoes, for instance, the tornado here in Greensboro a few years ago. We fed the people that came into work, so just being neighbors to my neighbors. And I worked for a week at Biltmore Baptist Church in Arden, and we provided meals for the Salvation Army, the Red Cross, and the military to feed the people. We did over 80,000 meals in 1 week. They often ask me, well, why are you here in this mess, you know? And our only answer is we want to share the love of Christ. We want to help in any way we can, and that's our purpose for being there.
Our 12th and final diamond is Linda Weaver. She's a local artist with a unique holiday tradition of surprising people in her community with special portraits.
I'm Linda Weaver, and I'm a portrait artist. I love art, music. I started playing the piano at church when I was 12, and I still play it. It's always been my passion, drawing and painting. I always like to draw faces. I love doing the eyes. That's my favorite, I think, of any feature. Some people are having a hard time. Other people are real active in church. I always go to the closest person, like a child or a spouse or somebody, and get ideas of what they would like. I will unveil my 43rd portrait. To see them cry or see them just, you know, scream or whatever when they see it in a good way. I love doing it. I've always heard it's more blessed to give than receive. It's just been a joy. It's just been my life.
For being our community diamond, each person received a gift certificate from Windsor Jewelers and one here from WFMY News 2. Last week, WFMY hosted a reception to bring all the diamonds together. In the end, their names were all entered into a drawing to be a grand prize winner.
Okay, let's see whose name it is. She pulled out
Jordana! For being named grand prize winner, Jordana Randlett received another prize from Windsor Jewelers. The group celebrated with a sparkling cider toast and a group picture. WFMY News 2 would like to thank each of our diamonds for being gems in their community, and thank you to our sponsor, Windsor Jewelers, for providing prizes to each recipient. We can all be diamonds in our respective communities and help the triad shine. We'll be right back.